Today on Newscenter, hear what Moorhead students have to say about the issues with Wi-Fi on campus, see who is the winner of this year's Moorhead's Got Talent show, and get up to date with the latest in the 2016 presidential race. All this and more today on Newscenter.
Good evening and welcome to Newscenter. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick Oliver.
And I'm Mary Dameron. Here's what's making headlines for February 25th, 2016.
The presidential election is really starting to heat up. In the last 6 days, voters in South Carolina and Nevada have gone to the polls to vote for their choice for the Republican and Democrat nomination for president. Donald Trump won big in Saturday's Republican South Carolina primary, winning over 32% of the votes. Florida Senator Marco Rubio narrowly beat Texas Senator Ted Cruz for second place. In Tuesday's Nevada caucus, Trump won by a large margin with over 45% of the votes, with Rubio finishing in second, again with 24%. After poor results in South Carolina, Florida Governor Jeb Bush suspended his campaign. On the Democrat side, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton defeated Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders by 5% in the Democratic Nevada caucus last Saturday. Democrats go to vote in South Carolina this Saturday, and the voters in 11 states will vote on March 1st during the Super Tuesday. We'll have a recap for you on those results next week.
Continuing with our presidential coverage, we're just 9 days away from the first Republican presidential caucus right here in Kentucky, but a lot of voters still aren't sure just how the whole process is going to work. Newscenter's political correspondent Chad Hedrick is in the Newscenter newsroom with details. Chad?
Yeah, that's right, guys. This is a historical change of events for Kentucky, and it's largely because of Kentucky Senator and former presidential candidate Rand Paul. Now, Kentucky law states that a candidate cannot appear more than once on a ballot, and Senator Paul is also running for re-election in the Senate. Now, back in August of 2015, the Kentucky Republican Party voted to change the May primary to a March caucus after Senator Paul pushed for this change for some time. The Kentucky GOP says this change costs between $400,000 to $600,000, which Senator Paul paid for. But as we all know, Senator Paul suspended his presidential campaign after coming in fifth in the Iowa caucus. But now the question is, how is this process really going to work? Dr.Noelle Hunter with the Rowan County Republican Party has been talking to students on campus about how the Kentucky caucus works and where to go caucus. And she says the whole process is actually pretty simple.
I think we have some education that we like to do. The Kentucky caucus is not like Iowa in that everybody goes in at the beginning of the day and you're there until late in the evening. For us, you can come in at 10 a.m. after you have properly verified your identification and signed in. We'll give you a secret ballot. You go cast your secret ballot, and then you're free to leave.
Now, guys, for more information on the Kentucky caucus, the Kentucky GOP has made it pretty simple for you. All you have to do is go to rpk.org and click on the Presidential Caucus tab at the top of the page. In the Newscenter newsroom, I'm Chad Hedrick.
All right, Chad, thanks. The Kentucky Republican Presidential Caucus is on March 5th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you are registered as a Republican in the state of Kentucky by December 31st, 2015, you are eligible to participate. All other Republican races, such as the senatorial race that Senator Paul is running for, will still take place during this May 17th primary, which is also the date of the Democratic presidential primary.
Investigators are still piecing together the details in Saturday's shootings in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where an Uber driver allegedly killed 6 people. Police are saying that the suspect, 45-year-old Jason Brian Dalton, does not have a history of mental health issues and that he legally purchased the handgun that was allegedly used in the shootings, even though he did not have a concealed carrying permit. Dalton was arraigned on Monday with 6 counts of murder and 8 felony firearm counts. Police say the shooting started around 6 Saturday evening and ended a little after 10 p.m. Dalton was arrested a couple hours later without incident after a Kalamazoo County Sheriff's deputy spotted a car matching the description of the car linked to the shootings. Uber released a statement saying they were horrified by the incident and are helping police with the investigation.
If you're a student here at Moorhead State, you may have noticed the amount of emails being sent out about the Wi-Fi switch on campus. It's because the university is switching to a new Wi-Fi system with plans of going completely wireless. Newscenter's Alexis Matthews has more.
That's right, guys. The university decided to go completely wireless and are in the process of making that switch. It's a long process and one many students are saying is doing more harm than good.
I think in theory, the Wi-Fi switch was a good idea, but I'm having more issues with the Wi-Fi now than I did.
I was actually kind of excited about it because the Wi-Fi really stunk before, but once it switched, I didn't really notice it being faster or anything like that. I thought it would be a lot quicker, but it's like you can't connect, and they still have like the old Wi-Fi things on there, and so my phone will and my computer automatically connect to those, so I have to go and switch them every single time now, and then it takes forever to connect to anything.
But not everyone is unhappy with this switch.
I live in Nunn Hall on campus, and I never have any issues with the Wi-Fi. I never have any problems with it going out. I never have any issues with it being slow or anything like that. So I think that it's fine. I haven't had any problems with it.
One of the concerns about the university going completely wireless is how it'll affect students in the future.
Yes, I'm happy that the university is getting new Wi-Fi. That's great. What I'm unhappy with is that the university is removing the Ethernet ports out of the rooms. The Wi-Fi here is a little buggy, and my big concern is, what if I'm scheduling classes and the Wi-Fi goes out? I just want a reliable source of internet.
The switch is due to be completed sometime in mid-August, and many students have a lot of questions about the new Wi-Fi system. Newscenter has reached out to the IT department and are waiting on an answer. Reporting for Newscenter, I'm Alexis Matthews.
All right, thanks, Alexis. MSU's IT department held the Student Technology Expo today in ADUC. Newscenter was there. We'll have a full report next week.
Homelessness is a major problem in major areas in the country. But what about right here in Moorhead? We did some digging to find out. Founded in 1991, the Gateway Homeless Coalition became the first emergency shelter in Moorhead.
I'm amazed at the number of people who will say, there's a homeless shelter in Moorhead? Why is there a homeless shelter in Moorhead?
Since the opening, the coalition has served Menifee, Montgomery, Morgan, Bath, Elliott, and Rowan counties with shelter for homeless people. The coalition is in place to help get residents back on their feet through a transitional program.
Once you come here, you're assigned a staff member who will work with you from day one. And their job is everything that you need help with, whether that's housing, employment, public benefits, food stamps, Medicaid, if you need to go see a doctor. This person becomes your go-to person, your case manager, and his or her job is to work with you from finding everything from housing and employment down to, hey, I need a copy of my birth certificate or social security card.
In 2015, the U.S. Department of Urban and Housing Development reported 5,089 cases of homelessness in Kentucky, and actually a quarter of that being children. And those numbers are startling, but where are all the homeless people at? It may be more surprising to you than you really think.
When we have people showing up at our door here, it's primarily one of those, I've been staying with a family member or friend, I just can't stay there any longer. Or I've been living in a home that has no working electric or water. The temperature's gotten really cold, I can't stay there anymore. We have a homelessness issue here. It just looks very different than what you're going to see in Lexington or Louisville.
Just to give you an idea of how many people they have served, since 2007, 1,200 people have gone through the program. And in 2015, if you count each resident staying the night, the coalition provided 7,204 nights of shelter. The Gateway Coalition provides support to people after leaving the home by mentoring and helping with basic necessities such as food and hygiene items. Whether it be within the walls or outside of the walls, the support never ends for the residents.
The Kentucky House has passed legislation that would allow domestic violence victims to break rental agreements without worrying about penalties to get away from their abusers. The bill's lead sponsor, Representative Joni Jenkins, says it would remove barriers some victims face in leaving abusive relationships. The measure, also known as House Bill 41, passed the House to a 90-3 vote Wednesday and will now go to the Senate. To qualify for the lease breaking protection, a victim would have to go to court to obtain a long-term protective order and then give 30 days written notice to the landlord. The bill would also protect people from being evicted solely because they were victims of domestic or dating violence and have obtained protective orders.
Coming up, Chris Horn is in the Newscenter Weather Center with your forecast.
And later, Megan Boone is from Career Services and is giving us a sneak peek at next week's career fair. Stick around.
MSU is learning.
School spirit. Teamwork. MSU is Greek.
MSU is diverse. Historical.
Beautiful. MSU is educational.
Fitness.
It's hands-on.
MSU is the sound.
MSU is art.
MSU is potential.
MSU is much more.
And welcome back to Newscenter. Currently, right now in Moorhead, it is overcast with the temperature sitting at about 35 degrees. And if you were out today, out and about, there was some snow flurries mixed in with a little bit of sleet, and the wind was blowing as well. So that sleet was hitting the faces of a lot of people. And as we look at our temperatures, normal high and normal low, we're sitting right in the middle of the normal. And we take now look at our record highs. And back in 1930, 70 degrees. That was really, really warm. Now back in 1967, 0 degrees. Whew, it's a little too chilly for me. And now we look at the temperatures throughout the Commonwealth. It's 36 degrees in Danville. Monticello is sitting at 36. Now we're going to be looking at Bowling Green, which is sitting at 42 degrees. Owensboro is sitting at 37. Fort Knox 37 as well. And going and looking at Louisville, sitting at 39. So is Frankfort, the capital. And now taking a look at our weather, first alert weather radar brought to you by WKYT. We have some snow flurries and a little bit of rain and some freezing rain throughout the Commonwealth, especially down here towards Bowling Green. Bowling Green, you're going to be getting a little bit of rain tonight. And looking into my hometown, Richmond, it is going to be a little bit of snow. Looking at our advisories and stuff, we have none throughout the Commonwealth. And going in, looking into tonight, it is going to be partly cloudy, sitting in the mid-20s. And sunset sitting about 6:25. And now I'm back to Nick at the News Center.
All right, thanks, Chris. I'm here with Megan Boone from Career Services. So tell me what's going on, the upcoming career fair, right?
That's exactly right. It's an opportunity for our students and alumni to connect with over 80 organizations in a short period of time.
That's awesome. Okay, so for the career fair, I know there's certain things you need to bring, certain things you need to wear. Can you talk a little bit about that and let students know what they need to prepare for?
Certainly. You definitely want to have copies of your resume with you. You want to be able to walk up and introduce yourself to those employers or those graduate programs that are there. Tell them your name, your major, some basic information, and then what to wear. I mean, you want to look like a professional. So we would recommend a business suit. If one of your viewers doesn't have one, we do have the free suit bank in the Career Center. If they can find something that fits, it's theirs.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've actually gotten a couple outfits from there before to wear here on News Center. So that's an awesome opportunity. And I've also heard about this new app that you guys came out with. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're excited about it. It is a way for everyone to see who's going to be at the career fair, as well as to figure out where they're going to be in the career fair that day. So if people just go to moorheadstate.edu/career/app, they can take a look at that. It is a free download, and the career fair is going to be on Tuesday, this Tuesday, from 10 until 1 on the 3rd floor of ADUC.
Okay, so this Tuesday, bring your resume, wear a suit, look nice, look presentable, and just get your name out there too.
Yes, and there'll be some famous News Center alumni there.
Oh, that's
I just
right.
learned Amber Philpott and Chris Bailey with WKYT.
That'd be an awesome opportunity, even just to go down there and meet them firsthand. So I'll definitely be there, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Megan.
Thank you.
Now we're going to take a look at your extended forecast with Chris.
and welcome back from that commercial. And right now, current temperatures in Moorhead is 36 degrees, and it's a little bit humid out there, 60%. And the wind, ladies, your hair is going to be everywhere. It's going to be a mess when you go into your classes tonight. It's blowing about 7 to 10 miles an hour. And now we take a look at the temperatures throughout the Commonwealth. My hometown, Richmond, sitting at 37 degrees. And we'll now take a look over here towards London, sitting at 37. Somerset sitting at 36. Millsboro, 37. Harlan, 36. Taking a look at Mount Sterling, sitting at 36 degrees. Moorhead, sitting right in the mid-30s. And now we take a look at our weather radar. And as we got some snow flurries here and there throughout the Commonwealth. And as we take now a look over here, Moorhead, we should be sitting in the clear about now. But over here, whew, that is too much of a mess. I'm glad we're not getting that right now. And we're going to be taking a look at tonight. Tonight it's going to be partly cloudy, sitting in about the mid-20s. So you're going to be, you may see it. You may see the sunset, maybe not. But take a coat, no shorts, please. And looking into tomorrow, it's going to be sitting in about mid-30s. Sunrise, it's going to be right around 7:15. There will be a slight chance for snow flurries, a very, very slim chance. And now, as we take a look into our 7-day forecast, heading into the weekend, it's going to be sitting in about 50 degrees on Saturday with partly sunny, and heading into Sunday, it's going to be about in the mid-60s, windy, very windy. Going into your Monday, you're going to have lighter winds, and then heading into Tuesday, 60% chance of rain. So rain, it will be creeping back into our forecast. Heading into your Wednesday and Thursday, the rain will diminish and sunshine will be coming back up.
Chris, what are you doing to us, man? This weather, it's so off and on.
It's crazy. I want it to be spring already.
I keep getting teased this past week, and I was ready to go, and now here we are again. Well, hey, we're going to send it over to Kenzie Thompson with Eagle Athletics.
Your home for the Moorhead State Eagles, this is Newscenter Sports.
The Moorhead State women's basketball team unfortunately lost to Eastern Kentucky University last week, 89-77. MSU's record now moves to 9-19 overall and 3-11 in OVC play. Saturday was Moorhead's senior day, and they recognized Natalie Greenwell before the game for her contributions to the team and her time being a player for the Eagles. Unfortunately, senior day was not enough for the Eagles to pull out that win. The Eagles controlled most of the game as they maintained the lead for almost the entire first half. But in the second half, the Eagles hit a rough patch and quickly began to trail. The Eagles say that their loss of energy played a big role in their loss as they just couldn't get back in the game. We caught up with Natalie Greenwell to get her post-game reactions.
The game plan was to rebound and have, push the ball, blitz it, which we didn't. They out-rebounded us, which kind of failed through. And we were trying to rush them, trying to rush their shots on the defense so we can just get it and go. It worked for a majority of it. It worked really well when we pressed, and we got them to turn it over a lot more there. But overall, it just didn't exactly work out the way that we planned. And then they would get extra shots. They'd rebound it and kick it back out for the three. That really hurt us a lot. Just getting more shots up than us really hurt us. Tennessee State's going to be really physical, so hopefully we can bring the first punch to them instead of them coming at us. It's going to be here again, so hopefully we can finish off with a win in Johnson Arena, take pride in the court. Hopefully we'll rebound a lot more. That's just been like a battle for us, is just trying to rebound a lot. Well, we haven't won Tennessee State in probably 3 years, and last time they won with a shot, the buzzer beater shot. So hopefully we can, knowing that we can, and we were really close to them, hopefully we can go out and bring it to them and get the win that we need.
The Eagles play at Jacksonville State Saturday, February 27th at 3 o'clock. MSU's men's basketball team won their last home game of the season by a nail-biting 5 points, 66-61. The Eagles had a strong defensive showing with 17 defensive rebounds and 20 forced turnovers. A late three by junior Ronnie Beeman pushed the Eagles ahead late in regulation. Newscenter caught up with the team to get their thoughts on their close victory.
It's huge for us because we need games like that. Those kind of games, build character. Those kind of games help us down the road. So, it's close games. We don't need games like that. Definitely know it's a tournament. Teams when it's coming down to the wire, so you have to come into it. It's all about competing. It's all about fighting. So games like that, help a lot.
Our guys are really keying in defensively. We're locking people down. We're getting back to where we were earlier in the year, where we were one of the best defensive teams in the country from a field goal standpoint. We're getting it back now. We tweaked some things a little bit defensively, and it's pretty much working. But our guys are pretty much bought in, knowing that that's the key to really have to end in this thing the right way. Everybody had to look themselves in the mirror and say, what am I not doing to bring what I'm supposed to be bringing to the party? And now they're thinking, they're all holding themselves accountable. And when you do that, it all comes and you bring it back all collectively, it kind of works out the right way. And I think that's where we are right now.
With the OVC tournament looming on the horizon, Morehead State will end the season with 2 away games, one at Tennessee Tech tonight at 7 and another at Jacksonville State on Saturday. Lastly, do not forget to vote for Beaker for the Ohio Valley Conference 2016 Mascot Challenge. For the 4th year, Delta Dental of Tennessee and the OVC are teaming up for the OVC Mascot Challenge. Fans, student, faculty, and alumni can vote for their favorite mascot. The mascot with the most votes will earn bragging rights, and their school will be awarded $1,000 for the General Scholarship Fund. Voting ends at 12 p.m. on Thursday, March 3rd. The winner of the 2016 OVC Mascot Challenge will be announced at the OVC tournament on March 4th. So don't forget to support our very own mascot and vote for Beaker daily at deltadentaltn.com/OVC Mascot Challenge. More news when we return.
Addison, why are you dressed up like that?
Because you're in a dream, John.
How can you prove that?
Your body's still there.
What?
Wake up and smell the coffee. Java City.
It never gets old, huh?
Nope.
It kind of makes you wanna...
Breaking the song?
Yup. I love the sunset.
I love Eagle Lake.
I love the forest. I love when eagles play.
I love the campus!
And all its sights and sounds.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
I love philosophy.
We love diversity. I love English.
And all its weird words.
I love the music.
And all its melodies. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada.
I love fraternities.
I love sororities.
I love to draw things.
And all the athletes.
I love Morehead.
It's such a pretty place.
Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-yada.
Carrie, the musical, opened Tuesday night at the Lucille Caudill Theater. Based on the hit 1976 horror story by Stephen King, the musical covers a pressing issue of bullying and begs the question, what does it cost to be kind? Newscenter reporter Jacob Miller was there.
Every day I just pray, every move I make is right. Where I go, who I know, will I be alone on Saturday night?
Well, my friend Hannah stopped me at the Doug and told me I had to come get my tickets. I've heard it's scary, and I don't like scary things, but I'm doing this for her and for all my theater friends, so I know it's going to be awesome. Hopefully I can sleep tonight.
I like every musical I see, so I don't think this will disappoint, so I'm just really excited to see this production.
I'm here to see my daughter and her friends in the Carrie the Musical. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous because she's Carrie White and she gets to get beat up. We've come a long way from Dorothy Gale in Kansas. But no, I'm very excited. I'm excited for it. I'll feel better once I've seen it one time.
And the musical sold out for every performance.
The Student Programming Board held their annual Morehead's Got Talent competition on Tuesday, and Newscenter was there.
Nearly 100 people gathered in Button Auditorium to enjoy the display of talent from MSU students. Kelsey Graham, Vice President of Programming for MSU Student Programming Board, says Morehead's Got Talent is simply a local version of America's Got Talent.
We have open auditions for all students and staff. Anyone involved with Morehead State can come and audition, and then we eliminate some, and then we have the ones that make it through come to the show. We just feel like it really brings students together. It's a free event. It's fun. It lets you showcase any talent you may have, and it's just an outlet for creativity.
Graham stresses the event is free to everyone and any type of talent is welcome to audition. SPB brought in a special guest performance to kick off the night, Philharmonic, an a cappella group that performed in the hit movie Pitch Perfect 2. Placing third and receiving a cash prize of $100, Haley Clay covered To Make You Feel My Love by Bob Dylan. Kevin Schenkel did a beatboxing performance, taking home $200 in second place. The only full-piece band of the evening took home first place and $300. Wicked Peace performed 2 original songs.
That was pretty awesome. It was pretty good. We played this last year and had some technical difficulties, but here's the difference that sound makes.
We play music together all the time, and we just love it, and so it's just a lot of fun to actually find a place where we can perform in Morehead.
We're going to have a lot of new music out pretty soon.
And we got to show up to Squally's March 10th. That's one that Morehead community should know, I guess.
And we're recording the album in Breckenridge.
To learn more about the band, visit wickedpeace.com. Reporting for News Center, I'm Courtney Howell.
Finally tonight, Delta Sigma Theta hosted an event in Aduc last Friday to help spread the awareness of oral cancer. News Center reporter Jacob Valero attended the event and got checked and learned more.
I'm here in Ada, where currently Delta Sigma Theta is holding an event to help raise awareness for oral cancer. As a matter of fact, I think that I will take the free screening and see if I have any signs of possible oral cancer.
The group Delta Sigma Theta contacted me a couple months ago and said they wanted to do some type of event to spread awareness of oral cancer and wanted to see if I'd be willing to do some oral health screenings. And I said, of course. So the group is out passing out some materials about oral cancer to spread awareness and giving students information, letting them know that I'm here doing free assessments, looking for any signs of any type of oral diseases, and then making the appropriate referrals to the dentist. Some people tell me that they don't want to know and rather live in denial, but obviously when you're talking about oral health, the earlier you catch things, the better. Our goal is to help manage dental diseases. I don't know how much you know about oral health, but the bacteria in your mouth is linked to a lot of serious problems with your heart, stroke, diabetes, and a lot of people have grown up with the idea that dental care is a luxury, but it's really important, so we want to make sure that everybody here has access to the appropriate dental care, which is why dental services exist. We are excited to announce that as of March 1st, we are expanding our hours. Dental services is going to be open full-time.
For any other questions and concerns regarding oral cancer, please contact Dental Services. This is Jacob Valerio reporting for News Center.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.